What I want you guys to take from tonight is those times. I have these too, believe it or not. I have them a lot, probably more often than you would ever begin to think about. Accepting how special you are, right? Because in the grand scheme of things, we're just one person, right? So how special can you really be? You could be the world for someone, right? You could be the world for one person. That's impactful, right? For those of us that think on the grand scale of things, I am just one soul on this crazy universe, and there is a lot of souls and a lot of things. How impactful could you be? How important could you be? Right? Some people would say not very. But you're the world to someone, right? You're a shining light to someone. You are someone that showed up at the right time and helped someone stay. You're the someone that someone picked to be in your family before they were even born. You're the person that they choose to go back to over and over again because they know that you need them. You are the friend that is always there, right? You are a new friend who is open to learning. You're someone who's tried and true, like a tree, right? There are so many things that you are for other people that we don't realize it, okay? We don't realize it because it is difficult in this world. You could be a mother, you could be a father, you could be a friend, you could be a daughter, you could be a son. You are so much. How could you be so special when there's so many like us, right? But when you accept how special you are, you accept that there are people who see you for way different than what you believe in yourself, right? When you start understanding that you're special and you make a difference in people's lives and you accept how special you are, you start seeing things differently, right? Because you have this beautiful opportunity to show up in people's lives. Sometimes people who would never even let a person in, they let you in, right? If you're a person that people rarely let in and you're let in, that's impactful, right? Have you accepted how special that you are? Tonight we're going to step into something that many of us struggle to claim. How truly special we are. You've been told all your life it's safer, or you've thought it's safer to always just blend in. You've been told don't brag. That's bragging. People don't like you if you brag. Don't be weird. I can't tell you the amount of times people have told me, stop being weird. Don't stand out. Can't you just be normal? The truth is your difference is what your power is. There's never been and never will be another you, right? That seems like a silly saying that we've heard before, but there will never be another you, just like you. It's not by accident. That is by design. It is by design. Tonight, see your uniqueness not only as a gift, but your assignment, your sacred responsibility to show up as yourself. It is your sacred responsibility to show up as yourself. If there is not another like you, why would you show up as someone else? It is your sacred, let me say it again, sacred responsibility for you to show up as yourself. Every fingerprint is different, right? Even the people who burned them off, every fingerprint is different. Every voice leaves a different vibration in this world, right? We all know about sound healing. We've heard about it. We have leaders that do it here in this group. Every voice leaves a different vibration in the world. Even the way you laugh. You got a loud, crazy laugh like mine. Some people have a small, little, dainty laugh. Your laugh, the way you comfort, the way that you see things uniquely. These are all pieces of you that someone else may desperately need. Your laugh, can people recognize it? Right? Your smile, the way you see things, the way that you comfort, the way that you see people and allow them to be seen. These are things that someone else may desperately need. So how dare you keep that? How dare you keep that away? Truly. You don't have to be famous. You don't have to be loud or perfect. Let's stop there. You don't have to be perfect to be impactful. We've talked about this a couple times. You do not have to be all healed up to be impactful and help others. You don't have to be perfect to be impactful and help others heal, right? In fact, it's better for you not to be. People like to look and see something authentic. They like to look at others and see themselves in that. Who are you going to have that you're going to help if you're perfect? Who are you? You just have to be you. You just have to be you. And Nadine and I, again and again, have gone to fairs and things like that. And our booths will be together, right? We kind of do the same thing. Not the same, but kind of do. And you will have people who go to her booth and who go to mine. There is no in between. They either walk my direction or they walk hers, right? And that's great because that means that we're there for the people that need us, right? I am not for everybody, right? Nadine may not be for everybody in what they need, but we together fulfill a bigger circle, right? When we're together showing up as ourselves. So it's okay. It's okay if someone walks away from you to go to someone else. It's okay. Why is it so hard for you to accept? Think about this question. Why is it so hard for you to accept that you may be important to someone? You may be very special. You may be special. Now, in the world's eyes, special might be famous. You might be seen all across the world on movies and things like that. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about you making a difference in someone's life. You helping keep someone here that normally would have given up. You showing up, showing someone else that it's possible to change and move forward. Why is it so hard to accept that you're special, that someone could possibly love you for you? Why is it so hard for you to believe that you're special and that you would fit in? I mean, it might be with the Island of Misfit Toys with us, but why is that so hard for you to believe? Why is that so hard? The challenge is we've been conditioned to minimize our light. We have been taught to like little soldiers, little robots. Minimize your light. Stay unseen. Follow. Because of the hurt everyone's caused. You've been conditioned to minimize your light. You're told, don't brag. Don't be weird. Why are you being weird? Can't you just be normal? Don't stand out. But hiding your uniqueness is like leaving an assignment blank. Hiding your uniqueness is like handing in a blank assignment. Hiding your uniqueness is like handing in a blank assignment. It's empty. It's empty. It's empty. The world is waiting for something that only you can bring. And I'm not saying the whole world, every person in this planet, but the world is waiting. There are people there waiting for you to show up for them. Authenticity is hard to teach. This was impactful for me. Authenticity is hard to teach because it doesn't come from a book. It doesn't come from a book. There is no book I could bring to you and say, you know what, Chica, this is how you find authenticity. You open this and follow every step in this book, and you're going to find it. It's one thing that you're never going to find a specific map on because it comes from your heart. It comes from your soul. Authenticity is hard to teach because it doesn't come from a book. It comes from your heart. And people recognize it, but you don't know how to get there. You can't map out someone's authenticity. People just know it when they see it and they're like, I want some of that. It's not taught. There's not steps. The only thing that's taught is the way to deconstruct all the things that you know. And I can say, let joy be your compass to find it, but no one can do it for you because only you hold that part of your heart that's real. That part that holds all the demons and all the good things and all the bad things and all the things you want to keep hidden, right? It keeps it hidden in there. So authenticity is hard to teach because it doesn't come from a book. It comes from your soul. It comes from your heart. You have to do the work, and no one else can walk into your heart and do it for you. Okay? Authenticity is hard to teach because it does not come from a book. It comes from your heart and who you are. And sometimes it takes you getting to my age, 48 years old, to figure out, like, it's okay. Everybody's told me I was weird my whole life. It's all right. It's all right. You know? But that's why it's hard to teach when we talk about it and we do the things that we do. Authenticity is hard to teach because we're taught our whole life just to be quiet. Don't say that. This person's not going to like you. Don't dress that way. You shouldn't do your hair that way. You're too big. You're too small. Blah, 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 blah. But it's not anything anyone can tell you. Being special to other people doesn't mean perfect. It means being meaningful. Being special doesn't mean everybody's going to see it. And this is a key component. I think it took me a long time to understand. There are people who aren't going to like you. They could be in your family. There could be your coworkers. They could be friends. They could be old friends. They're going to be people who disagree with the way you do things. It doesn't mean everyone will see it or like it, but it does mean the right people will feel it. If you can be authentic and vulnerable, it does mean the right people will feel it. And people know a lot of things and they don't know a lot of things, but people can feel authenticity, right? They can tell when you're being fake. They can. Even when you think they can't, they can. It's about showing up in your truth, whatever that may be. Not that don't be weird. Can you just stop being weird? I heard that a lot. No, I can't. I can't. Take a moment and think about a time where someone told you you made a difference. And don't diminish it, right? Don't diminish it. Somebody in your life has told you that you made a difference, or thank you for that, or I couldn't have done this without you. Thank you for believing me. I appreciate your support. These are things that people say, right? When someone smiled because of you, think about that feeling. Someone appreciated you. Someone smiled. Someone gave you something. Someone sent you a message that meant a lot. Someone gave you flowers. That was your uniqueness in action. That was your authenticity in action. Someone saw you. It doesn't come with lots of money all the time. It doesn't come in big, like, boxes with ribbon. The payback and the gifts do not come with $1 million tag most of the time. It comes in quiet little moments. That's what you need to look for. Especially at the beginning. That's what you need to look for. Okay, so here are practical steps to accepting who you are. You can call it your authenticity. Ah, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I've grown some. All right, here are some practical steps for accepting your specialness, or for accepting your uniqueness, or for trying to hone in, especially if you're in this group. If you're in this group and you have this family, this community that we have, these are some things for you to work on when you're feeling depressed, when you feel like you don't matter. These are some things that may help you. Celebrate instead of compare. Okay, this jealousy and seeing other people have things that you want, it can be two different things, right? Jealousy can be this catalyst where you can recognize, hey, it's something that I really, really want. It's something that I really love. It's something that I'm going to work for. Like, how did you get that? Right? How did you get that? I want that. And then it could be like, well, how the hell does she get that? She didn't work for that. Right? This is that resistance I tell you guys to look for. If you resist, find out why. Celebrate instead of compare. When you see someone else succeed, don't shrink. Celebrate. Other people's light should not dim your light. There's plenty of space for all of us. Other people's light should not shrink yours. Number 2, speak kindly to yourself. Speak kindly to yourself. The way you talk to yourself, the way you talk to yourself shapes your self-worth. Replace self-criticisms with words of encouragement. Okay? The way that you speak to yourself shapes your self-worth. You talk to yourself more than anyone else, right? You have that other one in there that's like, if you could only be skinny, if you could only be this, if you couldn't do blah, 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 blah. I have her too, right? But the way that you talk to yourself shapes your self-worth. Replace self-criticism with words of encouragement. Number 3, show up authentically. If you don't know what that is, you're in the right group for that. It's called the Authentic Life Collective. Show up authentically. When you pretend to be something you're not, it drains your soul. You want to know where your depression comes from? I'm not a psychiatrist. When you spend a lot of time trying to be someone you're not, it's going to drain you. You're never going to find it, right? You're never going to find it when you're trying to be someone you're not. It's draining. It hurts you. It stalls you. It puts you in a box. Okay? Pretending to be someone else drains your soul. The right people will love the real you. Further, if people fall in love to you in a mask, are they really in love with you? Do they really love you? Okay? Number 4, remember the ripple effect. Even the smallest act of kindness, a smile, a text, a thank you, creates a ripple effect you may never see. You may never see the ripple effect that it does, okay? But you reaching out, texting, calling, asking someone to do something, anything can have an impact on someone who is struggling. I had someone in here tell me one time that had I not reached out, they don't know if they'd still be here, right? So, and that's not tooting my horn. That's just saying, like, I know for a fact that that's true because I've had the experience. Ripples you may never see. Ripples that you may never see. So send those texts. Say thank you. Say I love you. Say things that you appreciate to people. Number 5 is write down your wins. I say this to myself too. Do you see how far you've come? Do you even see how far you've come? Like, we are not a community that's going to travel one day, right? What are we? We're a community that travels to help people, to help recovering addicts, to help people who are grieving, to help veterans, to help promote suicide awareness, to help promote mental health. Write down your wins. Keep a journal of the things that you've made a difference or moments that you're proud of, this is proof. You want proof? It's proof. It is proof of your impact. Six, surround yourself with truth tellers. This is a hard one. I don't even like being a truth teller sometimes in this group, right? Surround yourself with truth tellers. What is a truth teller? What is a truth teller? This is what I'm saying a truth teller is. Choose people who remind you of your worth instead of ones that constantly make you question it. Choose people who remind you of your worth instead of make you question your worth. Choose people who remind you of your worth instead of make you question it. Let me say it again. Choose people who remind you of your worth instead of make you question your worth. Notice your natural strengths. Number 7, notice your natural strengths. Pay attention to what feels effortless for you. The ease is where your gifts usually lie. I have a very specific example of that from the festival. Pay attention to what just feels effortless. It feels like it's in alignment. This is what we're to do. That's your compass. When I say let joy be your compass, let the effortless flow of knowing this just works. Go there. Go there. Practice saying thank you. When someone compliments you, don't dismiss it. What do I tell you to say? I don't want to hear, do you have a bet? Are you blind? Oh, this old shirt? Whatever. Don't say that. Say thank you. Because if you cannot accept a simple compliment from someone and say thank you, why would God, source, universe give you anything else? Why should they? Right? Say thank you. When you don't say thank you, you're devaluing the person that's giving you the compliment. And I'm not saying you should say thank you just because of that. No, but if you have a friend and they're telling you like, hey, you're really beautiful and you did this great job, and you say, it's whatever, you're literally like trashing what they're saying to you. They value you. They're telling you something because they see something great in you. Because you can't always see it. So say thank you. They see something in you that you may not see in yourself. Say thank you. Honor your quirks. Speaking of quirks. Honor your quirks. The things you've been teased about often. I've always been a giant. Always been a giant. Always had a big mouth, big butt, whatever. But I can't hide from anybody, right? I can't. I wish I could. Honor your quirks. This could be personality. This could be physical things. It doesn't matter. The thing you've been teased about often is one of the things that makes you unforgettable. It's one of the things that makes you stand out and no one will ever forget you. So why not be all right with it? You're here to make a difference. You're here to make a splash. So if my height and my big old booty make me unforgettable, then okay, right? Let it be. Let it be. Right? Think about the things about the people that you love that make them them. That is probably their quirks. Right? That is some of them. Run with it. Let it be something that makes you unforgettable. Serve in small ways. Number 10, small ways. Hold the door. Listen without interrupting. Encourage someone. These small acts carry massive weight because they show someone they're seen. And in this world, people aren't seen anymore. Number 11, stop apologizing for existing. You don't have to say sorry for taking up space, for having needs, or being yourself. I'm sorry, but that's just how I see it. You don't have to apologize for taking up space. Now, if you're going in and wrecking people's lives, then yes, but just overall, we say I'm sorry too much. It loses value. Say you're sorry when needed, right? But you don't have to say you're sorry because you're just taking up space. Or for having needs. I'm sorry I can't do that today because I really have to go to the doctor. Don't be sorry. Go to the doctor. Take care of yourself. Reconnect with childhood joy. The things that lit you up as a child, art, music, exploring, they carry the deepest magic for you. What are things you really enjoy to do? Music is one of those things for me. These things that are you carry the most joy for you. If joy is the compass, right, of where you are to go, what is that for you? All right, number 13 is reframing mistakes as growth. This is a hard one, right? Because everybody stays mad at themselves and wants to hide their mistakes and all that. Reframe mistakes as growth. What you call failure is often someone else's inspiration that you kept going anyway. Think about that. What you call failure is often someone else's inspiration that kept you going anyway. Number 14. Take this one into consideration, truly. Notice when people light up around you. Pay attention when others laugh harder, lean in closer, or they soften around you. That is your uniqueness shining. This is a different way to look at it. Pay attention to when people light up around you, when they laugh harder, when they lean in closer, when they soften because they're a harder person. That is your uniqueness shining through. Okay? They don't do that with everybody. Notice when people light up around you. Pay attention when others laugh harder, lean in closer, or soften around you. This is your uniqueness. This is your authenticity, right? This is your essence showing. Practice gratitude for yourself. Each night, write one thing about you that you're grateful for. One thing about you, not your day. One thing about you. I'm grateful for my humor. I'm grateful for my resilience. I'm grateful because I'm a pain in the ass, whatever it may be. One thing about you personally. Set boundaries to protect your energy. Guys, setting boundaries is hard. It's a boundary. You're making a boundary. There's a reason why you're making a boundary. Misconception on boundaries are people think you're making a boundary to be a bitch or to be mean. You're making a boundary because you value that relationship and you want to continue having it. So you give boundaries that way you can, right? It is something that is a good thing. When you set boundaries to protect your energy, saying no is proof that you value yourself enough to create space for what matters. Saying no is proof that you value yourself enough to create space for what matters. Affirm your identity daily. Affirm your identity. I am. I am. I am. Not I am a bitch. Not bad, right? I am. I am special. I matter. I belong. I'm good at this. I, right? I am Create before you critique. I'm a fan of starting things before you're ready. I could give you multiple examples of why I'm a fan of starting things before you're ready. I won't go into that now, but I am a fan. Create before you critique. Let yourself express freely, paint, write, sing. Do anything that you're called to do before the voice of judgment steps in. Before the voice of judgment steps in. Because it will. And then lastly, trust your timing. You're not late, you're not behind, you're not lost, you're right on time. You're right on time. Create before you critique. Let yourself express and do things. Let yourself do that. See what happens before the voice of judgment comes in. Notice I didn't say the voice of, what would it be? The voice of making sense. Whatever that is, the voice of making sense steps in. The voice, right, before the voice of judgment comes in, because it will, especially if you really don't have a lot of knowledge on what you're doing. You don't know how to do that. Why are you going to do that? Are you sure you want to do that? Someone else won't like that. Are you sure? Do it before that happens. All right. Did I do that? Yes. Here are you some mantras for tonight, for forever. Okay? I am one of a kind, and that's my power. My presence matters more than I know. I am not too much. I am not too much and never not enough. I'm exactly right for my purpose. The world needs light only I can give. I choose to honor what makes me different. My uniqueness is my gift to the world. I am worthy of being loved exactly as I am. I celebrate my quirks. They make me magnetic. I give myself permission to shine without an apology. I matter even on the days I can't see it. My energy brings healing to others. I was created with intention and purpose. I don't have to fit in to belong. I already belong. My story holds power that can inspire someone else. I am the only me this world will ever know, and that is enough. I trust that the right people are drawn to my authenticity. I bring value just by being present. I release comparison and embrace my path. I am a masterpiece in progress, whole, radiant, and true. You got that? Here's one of the most important things to take with you. Your uniqueness is not random. Your uniqueness is your assignment. It's your assignment. You were born with a set of gifts, quirks, passions, and challenges that no one else can carry in the same way as you. That is not an accident. That is the blueprint of your soul. No one else can do it the same way. Your uniqueness is the curriculum that you're here to teach. I love that. Your uniqueness is the curriculum that you are here on this planet to teach. Let that sink in. Your uniqueness is the curriculum you're here to teach the world simply by living it out. The best way to teach is by living it out. Your uniqueness is the curriculum you're here to teach the world simply by living it out. The lessons you've learned through struggle are not wasted. They are part of the assignment. The dreams that burn inside of you are not silly. They are part of the assignment. Even the parts of yourself you've judged, hidden, they carry wisdom. They are part of the assignment too. When you hide your uniqueness, you leave your assignment incomplete. But when you step into it, even imperfectly, you create ripples that inspire, heal, and guide others. No one else can do your work for you. No one else can sing your song, tell your story, or live your path. If you don't step into your uniqueness, the world misses something irreplaceable. So instead of asking, why am I like this? Try asking, what is, let me start over. Instead of asking, why am I like this? Try asking, what is this difference here to show me? What assignment is my uniqueness here to fulfill? Your uniqueness is not a flaw. It's divine proof that you're here on purpose with purpose. And the moment that you embrace that truth and stop fighting who you are, you start becoming who you were always meant to be. You are not just special, okay? You're essential. Your uniqueness is your assignment. It's your responsibility. It's also your gift. The world doesn't need another copy of someone else. The world needs you. Someone out there is waiting for the exact magic that only you can bring. So own it, right? Own it. You want me to read those again for you? The mantras. It is your assignment. Think of the things that you're like, I hate this about me. Oh my gosh, I wish I could change that. What are those things for you? I can tell you what they are for me. I got big feet. I'm tall. I'm curvy. My jaw, my top teeth are crooked. Like, I can tell you those things, right? There are things that I don't necessarily like, but it's who I am. A lot of it I can't change. But those are the parts that make me who I am, right? That's who I am. It's part of who I am. Those things find for you. Find those things for you. Like my ADD, and I'm like making noises. It's a quirk, right? These are things that make you who you are. It's time to embrace those things, right? I am one of a kind, and that is my power. My presence matters more than I know. I am not too much. I am never not enough. I am exactly right for my purpose. The world needs the light only I can give. I choose to honor what makes me different. My uniqueness is a gift to the world. I am worthy of being loved exactly as I am. I celebrate my quirks. They make me magnetic. I give myself permission to shine without an apology. I matter on days I can't see it. My energy brings healing to others. My energy brings healing to others. I don't have to fit in to belong. I already belong. My story holds power that can inspire someone else. Hashtag my story matters. My story holds power that can inspire someone else. I'm the only me in this world. I'm the only me this world will ever know, and that's enough. I trust that the right people are drawn to my authenticity. I bring value by being present. I release comparison and embrace my path. I am a masterpiece in progress, whole, radiant, and true. My energy brings healing to others. I celebrate my quirks. They make me magnetic. Okay? Your uniqueness is your assignment. Stop handing in a paper with nothing on it. Think about the things. They might drive other people crazy, right? Think about those things about you. These are parts of your blueprint. This is part of who you are this life. But it is part of the things that can help other people when they see you, right? People aren't looking for perfect. There's plenty of actors out there, right? There's a lot of actors. They're looking for authentic. They're looking for people who they can see themselves in. That means cry those tears. Be angry. Show real. That's what's needed. You're not going to be perfect all the time. You're not going to feel good all the time, right? But that is real. Things change, paths redirect. Let authenticity and joy be your guide down that road, okay? Not hesitancy, not fear. Fear will not get you down the road you need to go down. Okay? That's what I have tonight. Accept how special you are. Accept your quirks. Love your quirks. Right? Learn to love them, even if it's just a moment at a time. Where things feel effortless. When things feel effortless, that is a compass. I'm not saying don't work for what you need, because you need to work. You have to put your work in. The universe isn't going to be like, oh, good, she's the laziest person on the planet. Let me give her everything she's ever wanted. No, like, you have to show up and do your work. But let those times that you feel authentic enough that you don't even think about what you're doing. You just do.